What's up, YouTube? Coming back at you live. This is my YouTube channel, Silas X-Ray. Yo, check it. Yo, it's Silas Adam. All right, I'm gonna just tell you your identity. So, a little history is like, I was wandering in circles for a while, for like this whole year, 2023. It started in January 2023 to now, which is October. And I was a little distracted. And that was because I didn't know my vision. And that's partially due to, number one, I wasn't that confident in knowing my identity, knowing who I really, really was, how God made me as. And the second reason is because the opinions of man, the opinions of people with some type of high affluence, and they usually get their knowledge, information based on what's popular, mainstream, core demographic that caters to something viral or something profitable or something marketable. And they'll try to tell you to live towards that. And then you try to chase that it's like trying to go on this hierarchy corporate ladder. And it's very confusing when you're a Christian, and partially due to that, it's like religious culture. They try to make you conform to this identity that's not really sonship. It's more for like whatever you want to be known, popular, marketable, profitable, viral, because it's like trending on social media. You see all these like Instagram preachers, TikTok preachers, YouTube preachers. It's like they want you to be like that. But it has nothing to do, it's kind of like related to Christianity, related to the church, but it's not really your core personal values in your identity of understanding your sonship ethos. So I'm gonna just tell you straight up, if you're from all the stuff I've learned in my experience, I was traveling. I was going to many different places across the United States. I was driving from Washington D.C. area, and I all the way to California, and then I went to Northern California, and then now I'm in LA, and just seeing how different cities are like, seeing how the culture's like, and the industries, what powers each city based on the top industries that's like fueling. That's the way the city is, and I was trying to figure out like, who am I that I could be like a contributing force in this city, or which city is perfect, that matches my personality and my identity. Okay, so I'm gonna just tell you straight up from the things that I've learned. First of all, so this video is for like someone who doesn't know their identity, who's not really that confident in trying to understand themselves. And you come across a lot of people who say, like, when you talk to like a kid or or someone in their 20s, like a Gen Z, and you ask them, what do you want to do in life? And then they always say, like, this is a usual response. They usually say, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I can't figure it out. And statistics say that if you go on the internet, it says, like, most people don't know what they want to do. Most people haven't figured it out until they're like in their mid 30s. And then, and I know, I kind of understand why. It's because not a lot of people know their identity in the Lord. Not a lot of people know their sonship. And this doesn't have to be religious either. Like, you could be an atheist and not know your identity in the Lord, but do you know your identity? Do you know your ethos? Do you know how you are the way you are, how you were raised, how you were brought up, what your core and your high values are? Do you know your intrinsic values? So okay, like, I'm gonna just tell you, just shortcut it. Like, you don't have to waste time, like I have learned. Basically, if you want to know who you are and how you are, it's based on, like, a lot of people will try to tell you to do something. A lot of people will try to influence you or try to inspire you to be or conform to this identity, to this personality that seems popular, marketable, profitable, viral. But if it doesn't adhere to your own autonomy, your free will, voluntary choice, that's an indication that you shouldn't do it. And another thing is, if these people who try to influence you to follow a certain way of life, a different narrative, are they also, like, do they dignify you, basically? Do they approach you with dignity, to honor your choices, to honor the way you think, but if they don't, if they manipulate, if they intimidate, if they cause fear or shame-based, that's really, you shouldn't listen to those types of people, because they're toxic in nature and they're trying to control you to follow a certain narrative. Why? Well, because they see you as narcissistic supply. And so I learned a lot about narcissists and narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, coined by the American Psychiatric Association, APA. And if you go on their website, it explains. But the reason why people would try to control you is because they're jealous. They don't want you to fulfill your destiny. They don't want you to fulfill what you were created to be. And this God. So basically, if you want to prosper in what you were in your identity, is based on how God made you, not what people tell you to be. And the reason why you would probably listen to people who would tell you to be is, number one, you don't know your identity in the Lord. You don't know sonship. You're not that confident. You haven't understood yourself better intrapersonally, and existentialism. And number two is, you're either very confused or manipulated by these people who most of the time are narcissists. And and in due time, it does take time to understand who you are. It does take time, but I'm gonna just tell you, just tell you some wisdom from what I've learned to shortcut it, so you don't waste too much time. Because I hope you figure this out in 1 month, whereas not a whole year or 2 years, 3 years like that. I hope you figure this out in 1 month. Okay. And what else was I gonna say? Yo, you want to know a fact about witches? Uh, a lot of witches, and even if they're